Hey guys, my name is Millie and welcome back to my channel. So we've got another little Camp America video here today. If you have seen me around before or you've subscribed, you watch my videos quite a lot, you'll know that I went to a camp last year and I'm also going back to camp this year, the same camp, and I'm so excited. I leave very soon and a lot of people reach out to me and they ask me all these questions, and a lot of people have said, hey, can you do a packing list of things that you actually used when you were at camp last year that you're retaking this year? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. Also add on that I went to a Jewish camp, so I've got like Shabbat clothing and things I need to take for stuff that's specific to my camp, but I would just check with like your camp's specific packing list, email someone that works there, message counselors that have worked there before, that type of stuff. Get the kind of vibe of what's going on, and then you'll know. But I feel like for the basics for every single camp, pretty much it's the same sort of thing. So I'm actually reading off of my personal packing list that I've made on my laptop for me to take back this year. And then if anybody has any questions, leave them down below, comment them, or message me on Instagram. My Instagram's always in the bio. What am I on about? My Instagram is always in the description to every single video, so if you've got any questions, let me know and I will do my best to answer them. And without further ado, let's just get into it, guys. Let's just get started. Obviously, very first thing on the list is like underwear, socks, and also I took all my sports bras, which I think was 3, which was perfect. Take way more socks and underwear than you think you're gonna use. Just because when you're doing laundry, they're gonna get mixed up with the kids. Like at my camp, they just went in these massive laundry bags and you just like literally shoved them in the courtyard area type thing, and they just got taken away and then they come back all nice and clean. And the washers would completely ruin socks and underwear. Like, I'll be honest, stuff would just go missing. You're gonna lose it. You don't really want to have to buy more there because it's just a bit of a waste of money, so just bring more than you think you're gonna need. Shorts. Okay, so last year I took a range of shorts. This year I'm taking pretty much solely shorts like this, so like the fabric kind of stretchy around the waist thing. I want to say I'm taking 4 or 5 pairs of these, and then I'm also taking 3 pairs of denim shorts, which everyone's like, 3 pairs? Yeah, I love my denim shorts, and also one of them's white, so it's like solely for Shabbat, and like a nicer pair of shorts. I will say I took way too many clothes last year. I just remember packing so many pairs of like bottoms and trousers and stuff that I just didn't end up using. So my number one advice is make sure you actually like the clothing you're taking, in terms of don't take stuff that you are gonna cry if it gets ruined, but take stuff that you're comfortable in wearing every single day, that makes you feel good about yourself, because you're gonna be in it all summer long for literally 2 months straight, 3 if you go traveling. Like, it's a long time. And what I liked about these fabric ones is they were easier to move around in than denim. I quite like wearing my denim shorts around camp sometimes. Sometimes I would, but camp, you just want to be comfortable. You're moving around a lot. It's hot. Like, you're running on lack of sleep. You need something comfy. Also, I did put on weight when I was in America, quite a lot of weight. And I started noticing by the end of summer, I'd put on my denim shorts and sometimes they wouldn't button up. And I'd be thinking, I don't feel good about myself now. I actually feel a little bit upset. I've hurt my own feelings. These, they stretch so you don't even notice, and it's fine. You can just continue wearing them all summer. Enjoy camp food. Putting on the weight it's not a bad thing. But when you put on weight and then your favourite shorts suddenly don't button up, that can be a little bit, it's a little bit heartbreaking. That can impact you a little bit. In terms of longer, like, trouser thingies, last year I took, I believe, 2 pairs of leggings, a pair of sweats, and a pair of jeans. The pair of jeans were utterly useless. Did I wear them once when I was at camp? No. In terms of leggings and sweats, I would definitely take at least 1 pair of leggings and 1 pair of sweats. I think if you're going, so I was in Pennsylvania, anywhere that's in Pennsylvania or below, I think you'll be absolutely fine with just 1 pair. I think if you're up north slightly, I have heard it can get cooler. I don't know 100% about that. I didn't go up anywhere more north than where I was, so I can't comment on that. I'm gonna take 1 pair of long pajama bottoms just for those cooler nights, and then I took quite a few pajama tops. I think I took, I wanna say 3 or 4. I'm not gonna lie to you. You're only wearing your pajamas when you sleep, and everybody wears their pajamas more than I think a lot of people do at home. When it comes to like hoodies and layers, I'm gonna take one hoodie with a hood. I'm gonna take a crew neck jumper. I'm taking my zip up grey hoodie, which I actually think, where is it? Just here. Just this thing, it's like zip up at the front. It's like a jacket, this. And then I'm also gonna take my cardigan for days off or when I wanna look a little bit nicer. I only wore my like layers when either it was really chilly and that was only for the first 2 weeks, or during the evenings when it was like staff time off and I was walking from like the cabins to the staff lounge area, and it was a little bit cooler. Or we'd sometimes just sit outside at night like as staff, and then you're gonna want some layers because it does get a little bit chilly, but I only wore them then, and then I just shove them in the wash every week and they get washed, and they take up a lot of room, hoodies do. And also I think hoodies and t-shirts are the things you're most likely to get given by your camp. My t-shirt situation is going to be very specific to my camp, so I'm gonna take around 2 or 3 tie-dye tops, because I have an event called Tie-Dye Friday where you have to wear tie-dye. But I'm also taking some plain white tops to tie-dye whilst I'm over there because I know we do it as staff during staff training. Also we have Maccabi, which is a colour war, and everybody gets split into these teams, and then you dress up in your team colours, and it's 2 days, and we do it in both our sessions at camp, so it's actually 4 days of the summer. I only packed blue and green tops, I think, and then when we got there they were like, oh, camp's so big this year that we're actually going to split it into 4 teams. So I'm taking the colours from every single team, which was tie-dye red, green and blue. So I'm taking t-shirts and vest tops from all of those, and then they're also stuff I can just wear at camp anyways. I'm taking a lot of vest tops because I was like, I'm getting this tan, but sometimes I get burnt and I want to be like, oh, I'm gonna cover up my shoulders for a couple of days just to let the burn heal, and that's when I'd wear my t-shirt. I'm also taking Shabbat clothing, so I only took like 1 Shabbat outfit. I don't know why. I don't even know what I was thinking, but I didn't realize that you did Shabbat services on a Friday and a Saturday, and obviously you want to wear a different outfit for Saturday and Sunday. And when I tell you, I think I wore these same 2 outfits on rotation every single Friday and Saturday for the entire summer. So I'm going to take a beige pair of shorts and a white pair of shorts, and then a couple of nice white tops and a couple of beige tops, or khaki. The Americans call it whites and khakis, and all the Brits turned up with like dark green because that's what khaki is to us, and they were like, no, it's like, that's not the color khaki, and we were like, that's beige, bro, that's beige. So I had to buy beige stuff when I was over there. Also, nice clothing when you're on your days off or for just like special events at camp. Sometimes you want to get dressed up, so I'm taking 2 or 3 summer dresses, and then I'm taking a really nice long maxi skirt. I'm taking just some nicer tops for me to wear on my days off. We had Hillville dances, and we had like a staff thing at the end of the summer, and I had to wear the same dress because I only bought 1 nice dress, which it was a lovely dress, but I just wanted some more pictures where I wasn't wearing the same thing every single time. Okay, in terms of shoes, so this year I'm doing things a little differently. I'm gonna take 2 pairs of sandals, and then I'm not taking any like nice shoes, so to speak. This year I'm taking shower shoes, obviously, just some flip-flops because the showers are a little bit grim. I'm taking 2 pairs of sandals because they are smaller than my Converse and my trainers. I can like flat pack them like this together. I'm taking a pair of trainers that I don't mind getting wrecked because you need some closed toe shoes in some of the things, and also if you're like an adventure staff, I think you have to wear trainers. I don't because I'm performing arts. But yeah, and then also Crocs. Crocs are such a huge thing at camp. So I'm taking 3 bikinis and 2 swimming costumes. I did wear my bikinis most of the time because tanning, but I wasn't really at the pool that much, and to be honest I probably could have got away with less because I think I just re-wore the same bikini over and over because it was my favorite bikini and I felt good in it. I defo could have just re-worn that, but I think it's nice just to have options. I'm also taking a waterproof, just a thin rolled up one because it does rain at camp sometimes and you need that coat, you need that extra layer. I'm taking multiple caps, and I'm also taking, I'm gonna see if I can find a picture from me wearing it at camp last year. I'm gonna insert it here, like this hat. My scalp, I'm a pale gal, okay? She's pale, she burns easily, so I was wearing my cap every single day. Also, multiple pairs of sunglasses. This next bit is like all of your toiletries. So I'm gonna read these out just whilst looking at my laptop, and anything that, I don't think any of these really need explaining, but if they do, I'll stop and explain them. First one, actually, I will explain, microfiber towel. So at my camp, all the international staff were given old towels that had either been left by kids or previous counsellors, and also mismatched bedding, you know, just like bedding for your bed, because all the Americans and all the kids are supposed to bring that themselves, but obviously it's an international staff, you're not going to be able to, don't be ridiculous. So I had loads of towels, but for my travel afterwards I obviously knew that I needed one of those, so I brought a microfiber one. And then I took mini makeup remover towels, just because I don't use cotton buds, I use reusable towels. Makeup, the most minimal amount of makeup. I wore it like, I want to say 10 times whilst I was at camp, but it's just there if you want it. Makeup brushes, hairbrush, razor, extra razor blades, face wash, deodorant, body wash, spot cream, all my skincare, so like my moisturizer, my face sun cream, my Sudocreme, shampoo, conditioner, shaving foam, lip balm, bubbles, scrunchies, tweezers, my claw clips, my retainers, toothbrushes, extra toothbrushes. Take these like unopened ones in a brand new packet, because the bathroom floors are disgusting. And do you ever have just like an accident where you drop your toothbrush, or it's like in your bathroom caddy and it drops out? That's gonna happen, and you do not reuse that toothbrush. I'm telling you right now, do not reuse it. You'll have a new one, just use the new one. Toothpaste, mouthwash, floss, bug spray, nail clippers, painkillers, sanitary towels, and also sun cream. Sanitary towels in the US cost so freaking much. I was like, okay, this is like a little bit much for what's going on right now. So I would take, if you can, like tampons and sanitary towels with you, and then if you need to top up over summer, you can, but hopefully you only have to buy like one packet. But I think I paid like $15 for one packet, and I was like, this feels legal. Also, when you get there, my top tip is, for international staff, they will take you to Target or whatever, get yourself like a plastic box, the cheapest plastic box you can get. That's where you're gonna put all your shower stuff, because all the Americans have shower caddies. Obviously we can't pack a shower caddy, so take a plastic box. Okay, again, this next bit is it's like all of my tech and things I'm taking like that. So I've got Kindle, because you read so much when you're at camp. Some don't really allow it, and you're not really supposed to have it, but I know a lot of counsellors that just use their Kindle like during shower time last year, because international staff, I'm not sorry, but I read like 10 books over summer. I'm not carrying 10 books to camp, it's a waste. A pencil case, journal, notebook, Kindle charger, phone, SIM card. Oh my goodness, yeah, so get an American SIM. The company I use is Mint Mobile. They work great, they have a 3-month plan. I think I paid $90, I want to say. I feel like the prices have definitely gonna have gone up more, but that got me 10 gigabytes of data. It got me unlimited texts and calls within my American number and within like American numbers. I just needed it for the data for my days off, really, because I didn't really use it any other time than that. I just use WhatsApp to like contact my parents and stuff. But get a Mint Mobile thing, and I think you can order it from the UK and get it delivered to your camp, so that it's there when you arrive and you can set it up like within your first week. Phone charger, my camera and my camera charger, digital camera. Oh my gosh, 100% take a digital camera, because my camp, you're not really allowed your phone, well, you're not allowed your phone on you, and most camps, I feel like it's the same with counsellors. So my digital camera meant I could take photos whilst I was around camp. Obviously then I've got my digital camera charger, I've got a spare SD card, torch, water bottle, watch that's not a smartwatch either, glasses cleaner. I'm taking like a mini glasses fixer thing, because last year, this is mainly to do with my camera, but my camera screw came loose and I needed to tighten it, and it's got like a mini screwdriver in there, so I'm taking that. I've got my AirPods, and then charger adapter. Obviously you're going to need to be able to use the American outlets with your British charger, so get an adapter. And then I've got Delicates bag, so this is something you use your laundry in. I'll put a picture on screen now. Okay, this is how I didn't manage to lose that many socks or bits of underwear when I was away, because I would put all my socks and all my underwear in this bag. It just meant that it kept all of my socks and all my underwear together. It was brilliant, loved it so much, highly recommend. I'm also taking packing cubes, and I'm gonna roll up all my stuff and pack them like that. Okay, this is like all the forms and things you need. So I've got, oh okay, pack of cards, self-explanatory. A lock for hostels if you're going to go traveling afterwards, passport, all key documents, so everything you took to the embassy to get your visa, you need to take. You also need to take out your printed insurance form, and then I photocopied everything. I put it in a separate folder, so I had my original documents and my photocopied documents. I put them in 2 separate bags when I was traveling, so if one of them got lost, I always had a copy of those paper documents. I've got purse. Within your purse, you're going to want to take cash. I'm taking more cash than I took last time. I think I'm taking $400. And then I'm also taking multiple travel cards. My Monzo card is like my most prized possession. It's brilliant. It works everywhere. That's what I paid for everything with when I was over there. Then also little bags, bum bag and a tote bag, because you're gonna use that around camp. Some people use rucksacks. I personally didn't really want to use my rucksack because it was my cancan. I didn't really want to get dirty and stuff, but with the bum bag I was more than happy for it to be dirty. Same with my tote bags. I took a couple of tote bags and I think I'll do the same this year, just because as a counsellor and as a specialist you generally have quite a lot of stuff to take around camp with you. So it's just nice to have something to carry in. So that is my packing list. I hope that that's kind of answered everybody's questions. Everybody kind of has a better idea of what they think they're going to take to camp. If you have any questions about anything camp related, you want to see more content from me, comment and subscribe down below. As I said before, my Instagram is in my description, so if you want to send me a little message on there, feel free. I do uni content. I'll be doing camp content this summer. Well, it'll be after summer, low-key. I don't know what I'm saying, but basically I hope you stick around, I hope you subscribe, and I will see you all very shortly in my next video. Bye.